Hello guys, Dan here from Dan's Tech, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you the £800 gaming PC build for 2016. This is a gaming build and it's going to contain the i5-6600K, that's a new Skylake processor, fully unlocked. I was going to say fully overclocked, I don't know what's going with that. Yeah, this build does also contain the Hyper 212 Evo, an incredibly popular and high performing cooler, which, you can overclock with that thing. As, I did recently review that after having it for 3 years. Yes, anyhow, a good cooler. And then, finally for the GPU, the XFX R9390. This is the Double D Black Edition by XFX. You should be able to get some good overclocks with the card. And in general, with that card having 2,560 cores, it's going to be pretty damn good for 1080p gaming. And chances are you can kind of push 1440p in some games if, so you do have a 1440p or kind of 4K monitor. Kind of a lot of people these days are buying 4K panels, playing at 1440p, and then kind of in the future when, say, they have enough horsepower to play games at 4K, they're doing that. That's quite a smart move, actually. I think I need to get some 4K panels. And now, off topic, yes, the i9-390, very, very powerful card, does come in at £267. Pretty expensive, but I think for the price you are getting a lot of performance, which does make sense. Anyhow, we're going to jump into the build. I'm going to show you all the parts I've chosen for this build, and as always, I do guarantee compatibility. That's the whole point in this kind of series for you guys that probably know how to build a PC but are kind of struggling on kind of what parts to choose at a given price point. There we are. Anyhow, let's jump into the video and let me show you guys what parts I've chose for the £800 gaming PC. To get started for the CPU, we're going to be grabbing the i5-6600K. This chip is a quad core and runs at a frequency of 3.5 GHz with a turbo frequency of 3.9 GHz when power and temperatures permit. This CPU runs on socket LG1151, and with it being one of the new Skylake chips, is rated at a mere 91 watts. This will be plenty fast for the build and should even allow some flexibility for upgrading the GPU to say the GTX 980 or say the RNAND 290X if wanted in the future. As mentioned in the intro, at this price point it makes quite a bit of sense to use a decent cooler to cool the system, so we're going to be grabbing the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo for the CPU. This cooler really doesn't need an introduction as it's so popular. However, for you peeps that have never heard of it, it's a single tower cooler that sports a single 120mm fan, features many aluminium fins and 4 direct touch copper heat pipes. The best part about this cooler is that it's usually around £28 and performs very well for the price. Moving on to the motherboard, we're going to be grabbing the MSI Z170A PCMate ATX board. This full-sized ATX board comes in at a price of £90. This board packs support for the Skylake i5-6600K CPU mentioned, and has support for the higher-end i7-6700K for future upgradability. This board supports up to 64GB of DDR4 RAM via 4 DIMM sockets, has support for many expansion options thanks to the 2 PCI Express x16 slots, 3 x1 slots, and 2 PCI slots. This board does also support Crossfire. As for the ports, this motherboard has a total of 4 SATA 6GB ports, features 4 USB 2 ports as well as 6 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports in addition to the 2 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports. Moving on to the RAM, for this build I've opted to go with 2 4GB sticks of Kingston HyperX Fury memory. This memory is DDR4 and runs at a speed of 2400 MHz. This will work fine with this MSI motherboard chosen and is good for the price, currently $28.99. As for storage, we'll be picking up a Samsung 250GB 850 Evo. This drive is rated at 540MB per second read and 520MB per second write, and to be honest, is a very good drive for the price. For £72, it's very good value for money and will definitely make your PC boot up fast and allow your system to feel incredibly responsive. Moving on to the graphic card, for this build I've opted to go for the AMD RNAND390. This dual fan XFX double dissipation variant of the card features 8GB of video RAM and 2,560 cores, running at a frequency of 1050 MHz. As for the outputs, this card features a single DisplayPort and HDMI connector and 2 DVI ports, one being DVI-I and the other DVI-D. For £267, this is a pretty damn good card for the money and should get you some very good gaming at 1080p. This card does also feature a metal backplate to support against sagging once installed inside your case. Moving on to the case, I've chosen the Corsair 200R. This is a compact ATX case in black and does feature a windowed side panel. As for the features and the specs, first up for the fans, this comes with 220mm fans, one set up as an intake and the other as a rear exhaust with support for many more. As for storage, this case sports room for 4 conventional 3.5-inch hard drives and 4 SSDs at the same time thanks to the dedicated SSD and hard drive mounts, of which all are toolless. You'll also find room for 3 optical disk drives at the top. Now the front features 2 USB 3 ports in addition to the standard HD audio connectors and power and reset buttons merged into one. As for component clearances, graphic card and power supply clearance is essentially unlimited, with the CPU cooler clearance being a pretty average 16.5 centimeters. However, enough for the Hyper 212 Evo cooler to be installed. Currently the windowed and non-windowed variant are both £55, so take your pick. Last under the power supply, we'll be grabbing the Corsair CX600M. This is a very popular series from Corsair and does deliver good efficiency thanks to its bronze certification and the installed 120mm fan. This semi-modular power supply comes with all the connectors needed for this build, including 4 4-pin peripheral connectors, 2 PCI Express connectors and 6 SATA connectors. The total price for this build is £797.45. So guys, there are all the parts I chose for the £800 gaming PC, the i5 6600K and the XFX RNAM 390, double D Black Edition. All these parts will work very, very well together, and as always, these builds are kind of tuned for very good gaming performance. With this build, you do get an SSD and also the hard drive, which is very, very nice. SSD for all-around kind of system responsiveness, and a hard drive there for all your games. Yeah, you have to download a lot of games to kind of fill that hard drive. In general, a very, very nice system, and for £800, you're going to get some very, very, very good 1080p and 1440p performance. But yeah, that's kind of the end of the video. I hope you've kind of enjoyed, and if you are thinking of picking up, say, all these parts or maybe just a few and, you know, wanted to change some of them yourself, that's cool. Yeah, but as always, you'll find all the links in the description for all the parts. You'll find Amazon US and also UK links there. Oh, you'll also find the playlist link for all the other kind of PC builds I'm doing in the mid-2016 kind of time slot. I don't know what I'm going to call on that. But yeah, this is kind of the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've kind of enjoyed it, and yeah, that'll be about it. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.